If you're looking for movies and shows for romantic and captivating relationships with Friends Mom, which involves romance, drama, and love affair, you've come to the right place. Here are the best movies and series about relationships with Friends Mom. Starting off our countdown at number 5, Sinister Seduction. Sharon is a recent widow who lives with her son, Anthony, following her husband's mysterious death. Anthony struggles to fit in at school, and he meets a new friend, Dylan, there. As Dylan spends more time at her house, she suspects that he is after a different form of friendship with her, rather than her son. Will her attraction toward Dylan be her undoing, or does he have any hidden intentions? Coming in at number 4, No Future. Will, a recovering addict, returns back to his hometown after learning about the death of his estranged friend Chris as a result of a lethal overdose. As he visits his friend's mourning mother, Claire, they were both drawn to one another because of their loss and addiction experiences, as Claire soon begins a discreet but stormy romance with Will. Moving along to number 3, Significant Mother. Nate, a restaurant owner in Portland, is surprised to learn that his closest friend and roommate Jimmy is dating his newly separated mother Lydia, which has flipped his life upside down. As Nate and his father Harrison realize they must confront reality and let them pursue their relationship in this comedy drama. Down to number 2, Bastaard. Don, a 17-year-old, is having a difficult time after his brother Robbie's death 2 years ago, which has taken a toll on his family. Don's mother, Nina, is locked up at home. His father, Philip, flees from work. Don and Nina encounter the homeless Raja. Nina sees an opportunity to fill the void and invites Raja into their home. Family bonds deteriorate fast as Don begins to suspect Raja of being a psychopath. Here are some honorable mentions before we get to our top pick. Paint. Buddy's Mom. And finally, Mrs. Fletcher takes the top spot. This series follows the coming-of-age story of Eve Fletcher, a middle-aged woman, and her son Brendan. Eve, a divorcee and single mom who works as a manager in an assisted living home, is experiencing a midlife crisis as her son begins to move to college. As she decides to embark on a new life on her own, she finds sexual reawakening and enjoys the companionship of younger men and their friends, while her son deals with his own issues as he navigates college life. That's it for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up and share it. If you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so. We publish new videos every week. Also, don't forget to ring the bell to be notified of our releases. And as always, we can't thank you enough for watching our videos.